As you can see, I've got a periodic short in this wiring on this wheelchair accessible lift. It shorts out every once in a while, and one day when we couldn't get it to move, when we pushed on the toggle switch, when I grabbed this location with my fingers, I was able to reconnect the current. So there was a short. So it fusses up now and then. So I don't want it to fault out on the circuit if I'm not around to wiggle stuff around. Typical with any wiring, you got your ground wire, you got your hot wire, you got your common wire, your neutral wire is what it is, and sometimes another hot wire to run accessories on, other components within the system. So it's pretty basic. You just have to make sure that the colors match. Black on black, red on red, green on green, copper on copper, and so forth. White on white. Oh, they say that before you do electrical work to discharge the system by disconnecting the, I believe it's the negative battery on the terminal on the battery post, because you don't want to like cause a spark or cause a short or something, or burn out a fuse. And also I always like to connect the ground wires first. Very first thing, connect all the ground wires, because you can short out the system, especially if you forget and you turn the power back on. Man, I fried a whole dashboard, and I had to take it to a wiring specialist to fix it. He had to take the whole car apart just to rewire it, because I forgot to hook up the ground wire. It was on an old vehicle I had. High school. Dudes and don'ts. So yeah, I'm gonna put these, I don't know what they call them butt joints. I believe that's what the package says. I always call them just connectors, or I don't know, but they call them butt splices. Butt splices. This one is 22 through 16 gauge. No offense. And it's called a butt splice terminal. It's fully insulated. Gardner Bender, I believe is the brand name. But supposedly this is going to make it more secure, so it's the smallest one that was available. So I'm assuming that this outer sleeve, the one that's bare, is a ground wire. So is this green. I think typically green wires are ground wires, but also, so I'll connect those first before I hook up the hot wires. I should before I do this, I should disconnect the, although nothing should happen. Oh, the switch. Technically, nothing should activate until I move the switch, because the switch is what gives its power, is what moves the electricity through the wires. It creates a little bridge between where it's a natural break in the system, to where you have to push the switch, turn it on or off, in order to move the electricity through the wires, and from that point to the next point where the switch, another switch is, or a sensor. So I shouldn't have to worry about it, because I believe there's no power, but I'll double check with my voltmeter. So I'm not working on AC current, I'm working on DC current, 12 volts. AC is 120. And then, of course, you got 220, which is for like washing machines and dryers, anything that requires a heavy voltage. But this is just a 12 volt that runs through a bunch of relays and transformers to reduce or increase its power. So here, I'm going to turn it to what? 20 volts, because it's from 2 to 20, so that should cover the 12 volts. We'll see if there's any power.